Oh man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This he been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30.
It looks like the feds will be knocking on Jay-Z's door sooner than we think because word on the street is that Diddy started snitching. Not only has he spilled the tea about how Jay-Z allegedly abused and passed Rihanna to him and his friends, but he also spilled the tea about how Jay-Z stopped Rihanna from dropping new music because she got tired of being purportedly emotionally abused by Jay-Z. Wait, did Diddy just spill the tea? Really? What is this mess Jay-Z abusing and passing around? I won't lie, Diddy's situation is a gift that keeps on giving. Rumor has it that he is speaking with the federal authorities and that he has told Jay-Z about how, when Rihanna was a minor, he allegedly mistreated her and gave her to his friend. After she grew sick of this abuse and passed her around, Diddy allegedly stopped Rihanna from releasing new music. For those who may not be aware of this, I will say this, Rihanna. When Rihanna was discovered by a music executive vacationing in her home country of Barbados, she signed with the Jam Records in 2005. The music executive then flew the still adolescent Rihanna to the United States for what appeared to be an audition to perform in private for Jay-Z, which only served to worsen the situation. Here's where it gets. Rihanna disclosed that she spent until 3 in the morning in Jay-Z's office because he was under pressure to convince her to sign with the Jam. Awkward as a minor, Rihanna was not allowed to sign contracts without the consent of her parents or guardians. Nonetheless, in a previous interview, Jay-Z was accused of pressuring her to sign that agreement. Jay-Z appeared to have coerced Rihanna into signing the contract under duress because she told her there were only 2 ways she could leave his office: through the door after signing or out the window of his 29th floor office if she refused.
Shaking, literally. But the moment I walked into the office, the atmosphere was so warm and welcoming.
And you had to sing a cappella for him?
Yes, I had to sing. I sang Fun to Replay. I sang another ballad from the album last time.
So then what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yeah, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door.
Oh, then he said, you did it whole
Oh, I did a lot of homework on you, Miss Lady.
He said, there are 2 ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
Now, since Rihanna had signed a deal with Def Jam, Jaguar Wright was among the first to speak out the sketchy aspects of the deal. It was demonstrated that after Rihanna signed the contract, her father sold her to Jay-Z, pocketing $500,000 in the process.
Discovered Rihanna at 3 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room on the island where she comes from, with no parental supervision. And then she was put on a private plane, a minor, from one country to another.
So you're saying that the rumors are true. There are rumors circulating that Rihanna was actually here. Are you saying that
Starting to sound that way. Because her daddy ain't show up till 24 hours later to pick up a $500,000 check for his daughter's ass.
Also revealed by Jaguar Wright was how Rihanna infected Chris Brown and how Jay-Z used to pimp her to his buddies. About the alleged herpes she contracted from Jay-Z and how Chris Brown embarrassed her at the Clive Davis Prego Grammy Awards ceremony.
And Rihanna ain't innocent. Because she was in there giving that a blowjob in the coat closet when Chris Brown came in. He said, you always sucking something. Then he said, I'm fucking done with you. And he stormed out of Clive Davis's house, got into his very expensive car, and Rihanna chased after him. She gets in the car and started fighting on him because he embarrassed her for calling her a sucking whore and saying in front of everybody that she gave him the herpes at Clyde Davis' house the night before the...
As everyone is aware, Diddy's life took a drastic turn once Cassie filed suit. Instead of being a multi-billionaire, he lost partners, and he even had to sell off some of his businesses to keep them afloat because no one would work with him. A series of lawsuits were filed in response to Cassie's lawsuit, one of which was filed by Little Rod Jones, a music producer who collaborated with Diddy. Little Rod Jones' lawsuit included information about Diddy's parties, which featured big-name celebrities, contraband drugs, and minors present. The lawsuit prompted federal agents to raid Diddy's homes, and just a few days ago, Diddy was taken into custody at a New York hotel following a federal investigation. On the same day that attorney Damon announced his arrest, a grand jury indicted him on charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, deception or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Jay-Z and Beyonce will soon be receiving a visit from the police because they were involved in part of the freak-off tapes that the feds found. Williams disclosed that during Diddy's home invasion a few months ago, in addition to the electronics that contained the footage of his freak-off videos, 1,000 bottles of baby oil and 3 weapons with defact serial numbers were discovered. According to Jaguar Wright, these discoveries were made.
The Diddy. Oh! Diddy done turned over tapes, allegedly with the Carters and some freak off and the Beyonce high on the cocaine, and the tapes had jizz all over.
Diddy hasn't been eating in jail because he believes someone powerful is going to poison him in an attempt to get a deal to change his prison sentence. Now, sources claim that Diddy's bail application was denied in prison because the judge feels that he is at flight risk and that he may threaten witnesses in the case. Jay-Z Diddy was one of the people Diddy spied on while speaking with the FBI and disclosing some never-before-seen information about his parties. Disclosed that, according to the source, once Rihanna signed with Def Jam, Jay-Z not only allegedly mistreated her, but also handed her around to his buddies. When Rihanna first refused to comply with Def Jam's demands, the record executive Diddy revealed that she was passed along to everyone in their circle, and that this continued until 2016, at which point Jay-Z threatened to kill her. Rihanna dropped 80 did. He disclosed that the reason she hasn't been releasing songs is because she wanted to opt out of the deal, as they informed her that she understood what to do if she wanted to release a song. I won't lie, the entertainment industry is nasty, and I sincerely hope the feds knock on Rihanna's door, but Diddy says she has a ton of unreleased songs and an album that Jay-Z supposedly banned because she was sick of being handed around by him and his buddies. The sooner Jay-Z and Beyonce's doors open, the better, and I hope Rihanna comes forward to discuss the mistreatment she endured at the hands of Jay-Z, his music industry buddies, or anybody else who ever had undue influence over her. When Rihanna revealed how Jay-Z gave her to Diddy and his associates, people couldn't stop talking about it and leaving comments such as, "This whole PVF file industry needs to be exposed. This is sickening." Jay-Z was boasting in his music about a song he had called Big Pimpin', but it's now come full circle. She wrote a song called Needed Me about her relationship with Jay-Z. Pay attention to the lyrics. Do you believe that Jay-Z mistreated and gave Rihanna to Diddy and his buddies, or do you believe that there's more to this tale than has been reported? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Then, watch the next video.